Elephant is a really lovely exercise that can be a nice way to end class or do more towards the end because it does feel like a nice stretch, but we also get to work some spinal flexion, some hamstring and really posterior chain mobility and flexibility, as well as working on deep hip flexion and strength through the front of the leg. Springs for elephant are usually going to be on the slightly heavier side, so 2 reds, a red and a blue would probably be lightest. You could go up to maybe a green and a red or 3 reds, depending on your demographic. For elephant, we'll start standing on the carriage. Hands come onto the foot bar so that you can safely set up. And foot placement is going to be a little bit different for everybody's body. So we want them to be in a position that ideally they can keep their knees straight, right? They're not having to bend their knees. Keep their pelvis mostly over the heels, so not way forward, not way back, but still be able to have the hands on the foot bar. So my weight is slightly forward, right? From here, you're going to scoop up through your belly, kind of like a cat-cow. So again, it's that lumbar flexion and thoracic flexion. Belly stays lifted, and we gently press back just 2 inches through the feet and then flex the feet, lifting the toes off the mat to pull forward. We press back and we pull in. So essentially your legs are the trunk of the elephant here. Okay. Common problems here are people will try to keep their weight way back here, kind of like a down dog, which like you can make an argument for this variation, but it's not the traditional way to do this. Secondly, we'll see people come way too far forward and they'll end up really trying to like push out into a plank, which on this heavy spring tension is really not super achievable. So we want to try to make sure they know that this movement is very small. You're getting that little bit of a hamstring stretch as you pull back in, but we're also wanting to keep that flex spine. So making sure that they're not kind of slowly flattening out the back over time or moving the spine as they're moving the legs.